Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, this time with a Paladin video. We are looking at a Secrets Paladin. This is a deck run by Kolento, a very effective deck. It's since TGT came out, Secrets Paladin has become a big deal, particularly due to a card there called Mysterious Challenger, which says, as a battle cry, put one of each kind of secret from your set of cards onto the battlefield. So Secrets Paladin, as I say, has become a bit of a thing, and there are lots of versions that you see being played. There are slow versions, there are faster versions. So I thought I'd give it a try, just to see what it's like. You do see it being played increasingly on the ladder now by players. The secrets themselves, you see, are pretty cheap to craft, so I think it's a relatively cost-effective deck, especially if you've got a lot of the other cards from before TGT. So cards like Muster for Battle, for instance, the True Silver Champion, Knife Juggler. It does run a lot of those other classic Paladin combos as well. The only issue I can see with this deck is that it can run out of steam, and if your opponent has a way of dealing with your secrets and you don't get your card draw going, you could find yourself in a lot of trouble. So this deck runs 2 Divine Favours, as you can see there. Obviously we don't want to keep either of them because, well, you want to use those later on when you do start running out of steam. But if you don't draw into them and you're out of cards, as I say, you could find yourself in a bit of trouble. So we keep the Knife Juggler because it's a solid 2-drop. We need something to play. I was hoping for a Mad Scientist there, which we didn't get, unfortunately. But that's okay. Shielded Minibot also would have been very good. So we didn't play the secret there, so we had Competitive Spirit in hand. We could have played it on turn 1, but I didn't play it, purely because it does nothing really. We don't have a set of minions on the board to benefit from it. Secret Keeper, though, is very interesting now, because obviously I can play Secret Keeper, I can play a secret, and she will get a buff. But no, I think we'll just play it. We'll take it slow and we'll play the hero power here. If I'm playing Secret Keeper, I want it to benefit from more than one secret being cast. Oh, Wild Growth. Okay, so this druid is taking things slow, but ramping up, so we need to be careful. There's the Shielded Minibot. Alright, that's pretty good. And we'll play the Secret Keeper. So we've got 3 minions on board. He needs to deal. I think in his mind he'll want to deal with the Secret Keeper. No, okay, pile to Shredder. That's fine. If it was turn 5, I could play Juggler and Muster, but it's turn 4, so it's not great. So I'm going to put the Knife Juggler down. I think that's a reasonable move, and we'll play Competitive Spirit. So we've got 4 minions on board who will benefit from Competitive Spirit on the next turn, but he needs to make the decision, the druid needs to make the decision on what to clear. The Juggler is threatening, the Secret Keeper is threatening, the Shielded Minibot, because of the shield, is a threatening minion. So he prioritises there to get rid of the Secret Keeper, that's fine. Oh wow, and there's Swipe. So that's really good for him. Is he going to clear the board here? Yes, he is. Wow, that's an incredible board clear. Now, I have no minions on board, so obviously my the secret doesn't go off. But we're just going to refuel the board here. That's interesting. Lightwell. Okay. Yeah, I can't leave that on the board. It's just going to keep healing him each turn, and I won't be able to actually kill him. You can see the druid's got 5 cards in hand,
no time for games.
And they're all probably very high value cards. So if I'm not careful, he's going to end up putting down some big bombs onto the board, which will threaten my smaller attack and smaller health minions. And then, as I say, I could just get thrown out of the game. So Gormok here is pretty good. I'm going to prioritise with killing the Lightwell. It's just, I can't have that on the board. Can't have it healing him constantly each turn. It's just not good for me. So I've got 8 damage plus 1 from the weapon, 9 damage there that I can do to his face. But I'll probably want to trade in. That was a mistake. I should have used my weapon to trade. Instead I used one of the recruits there, so I've missed 1 damage to the face. Now will that come back to haunt me? It's an interesting question. Okay. Okay. I was hoping it'd attack the 4/4 and I'd get it back at 1 health, but clearly not. So these are the big bombs, the big threats that the Druid is playing that I mentioned earlier. You know, we've seen Sylvanas, now we've seen Dr. Boom. As I say, I need to be careful here, because if he draws into Savage Roar, I could be in serious trouble. On turn 9, if he has Force of Nature and Savage Roar, I'm basically dead. So now do I trade? This is an interesting question. I have to be wary of Sylvanas, that the Death Rattle will give him one of my minions from my side of the board. Or do I just go face and risk a Savage Roar?
I'll show them all!
Not sure if Savage Roar is precise lethal.
To battle!
To battle!
To battle! To battle!
Well, he gets 24 damage from Savage Roar, I think. I'm going to take a gamble here. I'm going to take a gamble and pretend that he hasn't got it. Okay, I don't think he has it. Right, what's he going to steal? Okay. That's good. Wow. We get Avenge. Alright, he needs a way. He needs a way to clear this minion, the 6/5, otherwise he's dead. Does he have a spell? Oh, he has Ragnaros. Okay. Alright, what's Ragnaros going to do here? Oh, he got lucky. Got lucky. Well, I have Consecration. And this is where Consecration is absolutely perfect. Because if I didn't have Consecration, as I say, I could be dead. Yep. And there we go. Okay, so we're heading into our next game now with this Secrets Paladin, Kolento Secrets Paladin deck. And what do we have? Right, a priest. Okay.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight.
Right, so we've got the Scientist and the Mini-Bot in the opening hand. That's absolutely fantastic for us, I think. It's really good. That's not bad at all. It's really not bad. True Silver Champion will be really good for clearing annoying minions. Ah, double Scientist. Yeah, so we just coin a Scientist out, I think. Maybe we should have coined a Mini-Bot. I don't know. What's the priest? Oh. I was going to say, what's the priest going to do? He concedes. Wow. Okay, so we are going into our next game. Now, that earlier game was pretty interesting. The priest conceding pretty much straight away after seeing the mad scientist. That priest must have had really bad experiences against Secrets Paladins and is probably thinking, no, we're not doing this match. It's not worth it. So, yeah, if this deck is causing a priest to instant concede, well, it's a pretty good deck.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, so we're going up against a
I will
Warlock.
fight with honor.
Haunted Creeper is pretty good, it's a 2-drop, but I'm going to get rid of all 3 of the secrets, because I want the secrets to be drawn out of a Mad Scientist, or out of Mysterious Challenger. I don't want to be playing the secrets from my hand if I can help it, simply because I want to get value out of them, or value out of Mad Scientist, value out of Mysterious Challenger. Shielded Minibot's really good, Knife Juggler's okay. I have the coin, it's really good. So we'll see if the Warlock plays anything here. No, nothing on turn 1, okay. So straight away I'm sort of thinking, could this be a hand lock? Usually Zoolocks, you know, they'll have something they can play early. Could still be a Zoolock, depending if something gets played on this turn to contest my Shielded Minibot. No, life tap. Okay, so this is probably a hand lock, or a Zoolock with a terrible start. So I'm going to play the Knife Juggler. It's pressure, it's 3 attack, which is really good. My strategy here is to try and just burst him down quickly, really, and the Juggler's going to accomplish that. The Haunted Creeper with 1 attack I don't think was ideal on the previous turn. Okay, and we'll play a secret. Now, that secret's pretty interesting. It'll return one of my minions to life with 1 health. And we've also got Gormok there for a future turn. Gormok, we need 4 minions on board to play him. Okay, so typical hand lock here. Twilight Drake comes down. It's at 9 health. I'm going to play another secret. I'm going to play Avenge, and I'm going to play 1 more. I'm going to load up on my secrets here. And we're just going to go face. We're going to ignore the Twilight Drake. The secrets are going to really help us here to maintain some form of advantage, I think. Because what you'll now see is Juggler dies, fine. Avenge gets procced. Okay, it goes on to the 1-1. That's actually pretty good. Spreads my threats out. Redemption comes up. The Juggler comes back. Fantastic. And Repentance is still active. Ha. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Repentance activates. The Mountain Giant, the Molten Giant is down to 1 health. Essentially wrecking the Handlock's entire game here, because I know what he wants to do.
Shields up.
Yeah, he wanted to taunt it up. At 1 health, well, he's in a lot of trouble here. So Gormok's going to come down, I think. We need to break through the taunts. Okay. I was hoping for the juggle to hit the 8-1. It didn't. It's okay. We'll get some more juggles. Yep. Yep. Oh, no. Still missed the 4-1. Okay. Oh, and missed again. All right. But it's okay. I think we've pretty much won this. How could he come back from this? Look at that board. Can't. Yeah. He can't Shadow Flame the 2-drop because Gormok still lives. We still have Consecration. We have weapons. Yeah. So we've just beat a handlock. So, all in all, this deck is pretty solid, actually. I've actually used this deck a few days back. Slightly different version, I think, and it got 3 wins prior. So just trying Kolento's version out here just seemed to be really good. better than the previous version of the Secrets Paladin I tried. So all in all, I'd highly recommend this deck if you've got the cards. Gormok is expensive though, he is a legendary. So the question is, if you want to replace Gormok, what would you do? Well, maybe something like a Paladin Shredder would be okay. Even something a bit more expensive would be good. Running a slower card in this deck, something like Dr. Boom, could actually give you the oomph that you need. Because if this deck runs out of threats and secrets, you're in trouble. But suddenly, let's say you're at a point where you run out of things to play, run out of secrets, you're running out of minions, you're top decking, your opponent's starting to build up the board, then you snap play Dr. Boom, that could give you a serious advantage. So I'd actually consider something like Dr. Boom over Gormok, because with Gormok as well, it's very situational. You need minions on the board in order for Gormok to actually have an effect. But anyway, the rest of this deck, I really like the Knife Juggler, Muster for Battle combo. That's sort of a classic Paladin combo there that you've got. Shielded Minibot is so strong, probably the best 2-drop, I think, alongside the Mad Scientist, probably in Hearthstone actually. There's a case to be made for both of those cards, potentially. Secret Keeper, it's not bad if you're forced to play secrets, I guess. It's, you know, from your hand. It's okay, it'll get buffed up. And the chances are, because there are so many secrets in this deck, you're going to be playing them anyway from your hand at some point. Mysterious Challenger, I don't think we had an opportunity to use it. But it's a 6/6 and it gets your secrets out. So it's a really good card because you get your secrets out, and you can then do 6 damage. That's absolutely fantastic, and there's incredible value in that card. When you count up the number of different secrets here, there's a lot of different types. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 types of secret in this deck, so it's incredible value. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do check out my YouTube channel for my other videos featuring arena runs and constructed games. Thank you.